mostly in June, some in September like sugar mills, some in December, banks and insurance. They have got closings quarterly. Hardly 1 per 1,000 will be who are not closing in this quarter. In July, they may change. But quarterly accounts closing, so quarterly charging and paying. There is no problem in accounting. Only the banks will not be able to create income budget. Expenditure budget they can make up. Income budget they cannot forecast, but they can estimate only once for 1 quarter, and thereafter they are there. The rate will not fluctuate like this, it may fluctuate like this. Just if you don't want to abide it, you don't want to abide by Allah's orders to all the religions at the moment in the world, it is up to you. But if you want, you can adjust it, you can adopt it, you can mold it and have it. There is no difficulty in its practical life. Now, there are some typical points. At the present, we want to give concession in giving loans, in charging interest to agriculturists, rural areas, undeveloped portions of the country. Well, go ahead. But declare that percentage concession rate beforehand. Whatever the government will charge, announce, you will get 3% concession. Exporter, okay. Export financing at the moment is at 2-3%, 4%. You just announce that whatever will be the rate for the lendings, you will get 10% concession, 8% concession. Okay. Suppose senior citizens, defense saving certificate, special saving certificates, they need more. Announce in advance. Senior citizen will get 3% extra. Defense saving certificate will get 3.2% extra. That's all. To attract and to release and to give concessions, you have the right. The government has the power. State Bank is the master. They can control and they can do it. The rate should not be announced or declared in advance. Will not remain the interest, or which is prohibited. Whatever the word you use, riba, interest, sood, vyaj, anything, markup. Just don't say mudarba, musharka, muzarba, muzarba, muzarba. There was a conference in 1992 in Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur, International Economic Muslim Conference. There, everyone was using Arabic word. M, mudarba, musharka, muzarba, muzarba. What is this M? These are not in the Holy Quran. These are creation of the time, of the situation of the problem. Just by the way of this line, in Islam, Prophet was one. Why these views are different on anything? Why are these fiqhs and imams and because there was no good communication. There was no printing, no email, no FX, no message, no printers, no typewriter, no computer. So whatever everyone thought, if I say one word to this gentleman and he goes on passing that to up to last, the word will change. And moreover, I was also thinking of hadith and Quran and this. The hadiths are different on one subject. Why? Just my presumption, God forbid. At that time, suppose I am talking this priest, I am presenting in a different way the problem. He gives his ruling on the presentation. This gentleman went to that priest, gave it same problem in a different manner. The ruling will be the different. Why the courts are working? Why the court cases are so many books and decisions and all are different? The way they present, the way they take it out, the way they try to convince. Everyone wants what he wishes is the right. Everyone. And so the different opinions are there. And so these all mudarba, musharaka usually in Christ, Christians, usually, what is usually? Use of money. Okay, rent of money. But it is prohibited. What is prohibited? Don't tell in advance. Suppose what is the advantage of this system? Central bank is the controller of finance and national economy. Inflation and deflation. I am not going to explain these words, you all understand it. Inflation and deflation is the national problem. Who can control it? Only the state bank or central bank. By raising the rate or lowering the rate. And this will become in their hand. Future even data appointment. In future they will announce the rate and will control the inflation or deflation as they desire or is good for the country. If the central bank is fooling us, the bank is wrong. But if they are right and we have a trust in them, they will do good for us. If there will be some wrong decision, there will be hue and cry. Still the state bank announces the rate of interest 10.2%, 10.0%. That they will announce for the past, not for the future. That's the only difference. And in all the four holy books, if the rate is not determined beforehand, it is not interest. What a nice easy thing. But we are not habitual of it. One very big journalist, I'm forgetting his name, he died about 30 years ago. I talked to him. He said, Mr. White, has the grandfather ever tasted the tea? I am sure not. Has your father tasted? Yes, sometime. Can you live without tea? No. That is the interest. Habit, old habits die hard. These bankers are habitual of getting the predetermined rate. They want to be sure of profit. You will get the profit, but how much? See the time. And with just after 2-3 years, we will be habitual of this post-determined rate. Not only here, in the whole world, either they are Jews or they are Christians or Buddhist. 3 nations are there, as part of our Muslims. If you have looked to the Muslim banking, just go in deep and see what they are doing. I had been the auditor of several mudarbas and have also seen some accounts of the banks. My dear, in their drawers they have got the rate chart of the car purchase. Just I am giving one example. If he wants Honda worth rupees so much, if he wants so many installments, the rate will be this. If he wants so many installments, the rate will be this. Why? The factor of interest is there in it. I have seen by my own eyes these in their drawers. God knows it. It is Islamic banking. You ask for a house loan and say, I will pay in 20 years or I will pay in 30 years. The same loan, same amount. They will immediately tell you how much you will have to pay and what will be the interest rate. They have got the ready chart. Just visit a bank, Islamic bank. Ask that I want 2 million rupees for my house. And I am a very big person, I am sure. Okay? How many installments you will pay? 20 years. This will be the rate. 15 years, this will be the rate. 10 years, this will be the rate. Why? What makes the difference? The period, interest period. Is it not prohibited? How is this Islamic banking? Wherever, whenever you say first this is the rate, it is prohibited. Even in this house loan, State Bank will announce, or Central Bank I say, because State Bank is in another country, otherwise technically it is Central Bank. Central Bank will announce the rate and that will apply to your housing loan. If they want to give concession for housing construction, they may announce first, beforehand. 1% will be discount for the housing loans. 1% will be premium for the housing loans. Okay? But that should be announced beforehand. And that is not really prohibited. Because the basic rate is not announced. Only the criteria of encouraging or discouraging. A system of, suppose we want to encourage export, we will say 10% discount. If we want to discourage import, we will charge higher rate. Sorry sir, I have offered my Asr prayers according to Medina time. Of you who want, you may do the prayers and we can meet again after 15 minutes.